What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called From Space. This is a top-down, cooperative, action RPG looter shooter where Earth has basically been contaminated by alien crystals that have fallen from space. Everything is suitably post-apocalyptic, everything is falling apart, and it is your job as a commando to end the alien invasion. The game is semi-open world, meaning that the game puts you on these very, very large, kind of sprawling maps, and then you can kind of attack and take care of objectives as you want to take care of them. This meter at the bottom of the screen is basically how much the aliens hold on the map, and as you wipe them out, they get weaker and weaker when you go up into the final boss confrontation, which is kind of like an energy harvester, I guess, that's stealing from the Earth. And so anyways, if after watching this you wanted to check the game out, I got a link for you down below. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream in case you wanted to hang out live. For right now, it looks like my objective is to head over to a gas station. Okay, I don't know if I want to go to a gas station that's in, what's that, like a little, it's like a little Mac 10, like a little Mac Billy. Okay, I like it, I like it. My magazines explode whenever I reload. The game has a perk system. Your character levels up and gets more stats as time goes along. It's got an upgrade system where you can upgrade your weapons and whatnot. I actually don't know how to get over there, so I should probably figure that out. I'm guessing we probably have to take a long loop around like this way. The environments are very, very destructible, by the way. There's tons of things to blow up and annihilate. We do have a super weapon as well. I'll show you my minigun. This game is class-based. There are different classes that do different things. It's not too much of a distinguishable difference, but I think there's 5 classes. There's like a pyro, basically a guy in a hazmat suit. There's a heavy. There's like a scientist that has lots of like electro shotgun type deals, or like a little bit of like a cryo gun. There's a sniper. There's a bunch of different classes to play around with. I've pretty much only messed around with the heavy so far, just because like I see minigun and I click let's play. Let's do it right this second. There are loot chests that are scattered all over the map. You can collect things out of them. They are supplementary utilities. For an example, I've got like a dome shield right here that I can deploy around myself. I've also got barbed wire. It looks like I've got an electric fence. It also looks like I've got, I think this is like a barricade or something like that. Yeah, it puts up like an energy barricade that I can shoot through, but the enemy can't. Luckily, the enemy hasn't really had that many ranged attacks from what I've seen so far. I've spent about 3 hours playing the game this morning just to kind of get ready. Oh, I opened up a door. What's in here? What are you? A flamethrower? Yeah, I like that. Okay. I need to get the, let's make a slot for the flamethrower. We definitely want the werfer. We need to werf the flamen. This is a perk crate right here, I think. Is it? No, it's not a perk crate. Okay, never mind. I didn't want perks anyways, dude. I thought that being in the super high-level anti-alien commando, core would provide me with, let's get this flamethrower rock. There you go. You be on fire. Yeah, enjoy that. I got fire for everybody. Not a whole lot of ammo on the flamethrower, unfortunately. But still, it does make the enemies sizzle and pop real good, so I like that. I'll go back to my machine gun over here and just start whacking aliens. The game can get pretty intense. There's a lot of aliens on screen at certain points, especially during the sort of like, I think I would call it the Left 4 Dead finales, where you're trying to take out a boss or you're trying to take out an objective. This game can get very, very shooty. Those little pink orbs that you're seeing me pick up right there, those little pink orbs are basically upgrade materials. They allow me to make my guns better. The guns come in varying grades. I would like to see that system developed out a little bit further. As of right now, all you can really do with the guns is you can upgrade them like 2 times, 3 times maybe, and they just get flat, sort of passive upgrades. I would actually love to see sort of like your character has perks. I would also like to see your weapons have perk slots. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Yeah, that would be a thing that would probably get in the way. All right, we'll break out the pump. How about that? You guys want, yeah, there we go. Give them the old pump. Let them have it. Ammo will only drop for weapons that you're not currently using. So if you run out of ammo for one of your weapons, you're going to want to swap weapons to something different so that you can get the ammo. Dude, did you just like wall bang me? Oh, unacceptable. How do I get over there? I need to go mess with this guy. Hold on. It wants me to go to the gas station, though. I should probably stay on my objective. Call for help. Yeah, this game is multiplayer, as I mentioned. As far as I can tell, though, the game doesn't seem to have any kind of, like, public matchmaking, and that's definitely going to be a thing that they want to get out there. Right now, it's pretty much limited to, like, connecting to your friends on Steam and whatnot. but I would like to be able to hot drop into other people's lobbies and like help them out, level up, and have like a team. As of yet, because it doesn't have that public lobby system, and also because the game is not out, I haven't really been able to test the multiplayer component of the game, unfortunately. And that is something that I think is going to attract a lot of people to the title. We've got a med kit over here. Basically, you've got a limited amount of healing on your T key. When you press your T key, it's going to drain this meter right here, and your health's going to go back up, like so. And then if you pick up med kits or you find like bandages or anything else around, it fills up your meter to like varying extents. It wants me to go inside of here and get the power back on, I think. Oh, there's also a quest down here. All right. Well, I'll bust that thing because I don't know what it does. We'll want to follow that yellow cable. The game does have a whole bunch of emergent challenges and things you'll find around the map, so you're not singularly limited to fighting aliens and just going headlong towards the objective. There's going to be like capture the flag objectives. There's going to be like point defense objectives. There's going to be like carry the thing from over here to over here objectives. And when you complete those, you get loot crates that are going to give you new weapons and upgrades and things of that nature, sort of like Diablo style. And it also weakens the enemy's hold via that meter that I showed you earlier at the bottom of the screen, thus making the final boss confrontation and the final boss horde easier. And so anyways, well, if it isn't the cavalry, took you long enough, there's a safe zone beyond the supermarket up ahead. I got a key to the gate, but I need time to open it. All right, well, come with me. Let's roll. Let's get this thing done. Can I pick up that Molotov right there? My inventory's full. What kind of grenades do I have? It looks like I've just got a bunch of steroids and stuff. Okay, well, I guess I'll keep my steroids. Just get ourselves a little bit of the juice, you know what I mean? A little bit of that gear in order to make sure that, like, we're knocking down aliens at our maximum capacity. The game does have a lot of production values. Every time you meet a new enemy, it's going to do one of these little cutscenes where it introduces you to that new enemy and gives you some vague pun about what they might actually do. In this case, it looks like it's explosive space spiders. The enemy variety so far has been decent. There are your generic aliens. And I think at this point, I'm in the second level about 4 hours into the game roughly. And I think there's probably been like 5 specials they've introduced, and they pop up after that first introduction. They pretty much show up randomly, usually at the worst times to make things very, very difficult. Over here, we've got an alien crystal. If we destroy that, it will loosen up the enemy's hold on the sector. I think it's not too bad of an idea. Let's go ahead and do it, especially since we have backup right now. I'm going to go ahead and pop a steroid, and then I think I'm probably going to put down a landmine over there, just in case, so that the enemy can step on it and just get whacked. And then I'm going to keep my defense shield up just in case I need it. So we pretty much just have to wait for this thing to discharge all of its enemies, and there's going to be loads and loads of aliens attacking us. While we do that, our teammate is actually officially down. I'm going to drop that right there so that I can pick up my teammate because she is quest specific and requires our aid. We can't really let her die without consequences. Can I get my minigun out? I think the minigun's going to be a good thing to have for this little adventure. There we go. We'll just wipe them out on this side. That little frog guy got me right there, though. Luckily, I have shield, so the consequences were not too dire. We got a spitter over on that side. My minigun will overheat if I discharge it too much, so we got to wait for a cooldown every now and again. Yeah, we can break out the flamethrower. Let's do it. Flamethrower time. Let's get these aliens all nice and lit. Oh, I had to reload. Okay. All right, we'll flamethrower him a little bit. Big guy over there. See if we can light him on fire. We need to get around behind him. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to damage him through his shield. And so I'm going to work on that right now. He's still not dead. Give him a few more rounds, and down he goes, along with our teammate, unfortunately. The AI in this game for, like, the random escort quests and whatnot is fairly useless. Luckily, there's not really any penalty for them going down, and it's pretty easy to pick them back up. There's usually long enough lulls in the throes of combat in order to get it done. I still haven't figured out what the energy orbs do. I think they recharge my shield or something, but I haven't ever been looking at my UI when I picked one up to figure it out. I would like some more machine gun ammo. That actually sounds great. Is this thing done? We all finished here? Yeah, and there you go. So we reduced the final conflict a little bit, and there is our loot crate. What did we get? It looks like we got shield regen, which is a perk. So I'll take you on over to the perk menu, and as you can see right here, as you level up, you're going to get more perk slots. There are varying grades of perks that you can pick up for your character, so as of right now, I can probably, let's see, I've got explosive magazines, I've got the final bullet from a pistol magazine explodes. I don't even have a pistol, so I should probably swap that out. Let's go, oh, I don't know, lightning reloads maybe? Yeah, let's go lightning reloads. I would prefer, you guys know what I'm about to say right now, right? You have to double click on these to put them in slots and take them out of slots. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a second to predict what comes next. I'll give you a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drag and drop, please. I would like the ability to drag and drop. The icons drag and drop is the superior method of menu and UI navigation. I will die on this hill. It's one of my most favoritist things ever. Can I combine? I have 2 shield regens. Can I combine them, or are they different? Reduces the cooldown and second for your shields to start regenerating. They look for all the world like the same thing, and so I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up any more perks until I sell some. I'm going to take the HP bonus as well, because that feels like a pretty universal benefit to my character. What is this thing? Can I destroy it? It looks like a crashed alien pod or something. I don't know. We've got to defend this for 30 seconds. Break out the minigun. Spoiler alert, there's nothing mini about it. We got a big dog coming on in. I'm just going to kind of dance in and out of my shield right here. And I'm just going to block it off so that they can't get through to my defendee. That's just going to make life easier. I can't... Oh, the grenade is stuck in here with me. Okay, yeah, so the grenade definitely was not the right choice. The bad news is this is about to get a little bit hairy when I've got to come out of my little protective tomb that I've made for myself. We do have explosive spiders knocking off my shield right there. Bunch more enemies on this side. See if I can maybe liquidate them a little bit. That guy with the shield is really being a problem. I would like for him to no longer be a problem. There we go. He is no longer an issue. You do have limited stamina for your little dash move as you're running around. You can see it in the yellow meter in the top left-hand corner. A few more enemies wiped out right there. A couple more reloads for the stack, and the gate should be open. Yeah, we've made it to safety, so we've got to talk to Amelia. I'll probably grab some ammo first, and I'll probably break some of these crystals to get some more upgrade materials. All right, so with all of the crystals shattered, we're sitting on top of like 587 goo right now, so we can upgrade some weapons if indeed this actually is a safe zone over here. Although what I found from playing the game is that safe zone is kind of a loose terminology. All right, let's get this place up and running again. Make your way through the building, extinguish the fire. That'll open the door in the back. We've also got a power cable running around. Where does the power cable go? Oh, it goes to a save point. That's another thing to bring up. The game doesn't actively save, except for like when you take a quest, from what I've seen so far. Other than that, you have to manually save at these little points. There's no like kind of freeballing your saves, I guess, if you want to. It looks like I need to get up to a higher level. Yeah, there's some stairs right there. Okay. How are we looking on ammo for like everything right now? Yeah, I would like for my shotgun to be reloaded, please. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. We got another item slot, and we dodge a little bit further. Progression, as far as I can tell, is different for different characters. So their stats develop differently. The defensive characters tend to end up with a lot more dodge, more HP, stuff like that. The offensive characters tend to end up with a lot more perk and item slots and, you know, things of that nature. Go ahead and drop these guys right here. Don't quote me on it, though, because I've only played around with the game for a couple of hours, and most of it has been on this a laser rifle. I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's like a charge and fire. Gotcha. All right, I'm going to pick up the Band-Aid over here. We're going to turn on the generator. That should crack open the door, hopefully, and turn on the save point. We've also got another loot chest over here. Let's see what we got. What kind of goodies did we find? We got some upgrade materials, some barbed wire, and an electric plateau. It's basically a platform. It zaps and stuns anything that goes across the top of it. All right, so now that we've activated the power, it does look like the lights are on inside of the building. And speaking of lights, the game does have really fantastic lighting effects. It is a good-looking game. I'm not a huge fan of the chibi art style that they decided to go for. When it comes to games like this, I usually prefer things that are a little bit more like Helldivers, like semi-realistic and satirical tongue-in-cheek, but also, you know, dark. But the gameplay does feel pretty good. I found that the shooting and the looting and everything else is to my liking. And if you're wondering why I'm picking up all this stuff that I'm not necessarily using, it's because there's shops. You can sell it to get extra upgrade materials. And so I actually don't use the supplementary stuff hardly at... That guy has an LMG. Colonel Gray ordered me to recapture a checkpoint, but I'm in over my head. I guess I'm not much of a specialist on my own. You want to come with me? Yeah, like, we can go do that, dude. Oh, he wants me to do it for him? This is not going to be like a collaborative effort? Man, he just passed it down the chain. He was like, go do my job for me, but you will get none of the paycheck. Hurtful. Very, very hurtful. Ah, look at that. The cart corrals are all nice and neat and tidy. People in this neighborhood are well behaved. You love to see it, dude. There's nothing quite as awful as a parking lot that is just full of shopping carts all over the place, just being a hazard. We've got like some stuff over there. All right. I don't know why, but I'm a big fan of organization. Yeah. Ooh, the laser's kind of like sexy. All right. The laser sort of puts them down. Yeah, reload that thing. Reload it. Give me a little bit of something over here. What is this? Is it going to open that door? It's going to do something. I think, actually, this might be a really good opportunity to put down some barbed wire and whatnot so that they can't get to me. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. As you can see, the defensive emplacements do have a point, and they do have a function. Every now and again, you're going to find yourself in just a beautiful choke where you can force the enemy across a bunch of traps and just really punish their existence. This is kind of bad, though. He's kind of... Here, eat 2 of those, and then maybe eat another couple of those. I'm reloading. Continue to expose your weak points to me until further notice. The door is officially open, but it doesn't look like we've actually captured the area properly as it desires for me to do so. So let's see if we can find our way over here. But yeah, back to the lighting effects. They've really tastefully deployed sort of like soft, natural lighting in this game to really good effect. I think it looks really, really rad. The environmental design doesn't really bleed together either. Like thus far, most of it has been like urban combat that I've been doing, but there are like sewer levels and there are like industrial areas and things of that nature. You can take a look at the sum total map right here if you wanted to from where I started out. This is where level 2 started. I already did level 1. Level 1, I think, was probably about 2.5 hours long. One thing that's really, really good about this game's design is that the developers have littered the game with tons of loopbacks that all lead to save points, that all allow you to go back and talk to vendors or talk to quest givers without having to walk the long way back around. I know that that's taken for granted in modern game design, but it is one of those things that I see neglected every now and again, and neglect happens for the worst. Let's see here. I would like to upgrade... Oh, I can upgrade my perks, so there you go. HP perk would be nice. I think I could go for that. We'll take the HP perk up to rare. And then... Oh, I don't know. I'd probably like to upgrade another gun, just to make sure that I've got something on me that's a little bit stronger. It's 660 to enhance a flamethrower. So I guess we'll enhance the laser rifle. As far as I can tell, there's not really... Is there a graphic change? It's kind of hard to say. Like, the camera's not zoomed in far enough, and I wasn't paying attention enough to the laser rifle graphic to see if the graphic changed when I upgraded its rarity. Huh. I'll have to pay attention the next time we do it. Maybe we'll get around to it in the next, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. We'll upgrade another gun, and we'll see if it actually changes the graphic. I'm stuck in the loading bay right here. There we go. Let's go back and capture the starting area over here. There's a little pistola laying on the side. Do I have any weapon slots left? I'm going to keep my flamethrower. There's just something about a flamethrower that makes me feel like it's a better choice than a pistol. All right, boys. How would you like to be a werfed in the flamen? Oh, I'm a werfed as well. Okay, that's unfortunate. Go ahead and heal that damage up. That might be a little bit of a mistake. Oh, he didn't die. I zapped you and you didn't die. How dare you? I do like that death ray, though. That's a really, really nice death ray. My minigun for the bigger aliens. There we go. Knock them out. Collect some crystals over here for upgrades. Probably don't want to waste my special ammo on crystals. That might be a mistake. Okay, so now that I've harvested most of my crystals, there's still a few left. I'm kind of getting off track right now. Oh, there's an alien nest up here. Hold on, this is one of the emergent objectives right here. Let's go ahead and take care of it. How much special ammo do I have left? I've got enough. It'll be fine. There we go. Wipe out this nest. Just let them have it. They're in the walls, man! Game over, man! I don't know why all the aliens have little stems on their heads. Like, at first I thought it was like an Attack of the Killer Tomatoes type reference, but, like, I'm not super sure. They appear to be some kind of fruit or plant, all right? And they're coming from space to steal the big plink crystals that came down on the meteoroid. We need, yeah, I'll take that. Specialist ammo, barbed wire. I'll take all of it. It all sounds good. Can't get into that door, although you should watch out for secrets. The map is positively littered with like random doors that can be destroyed and stuff like that allow you to get like reloads or get your med kit topped up. Honestly, my assault rifle, because I've taken it up to max level over the course of the first level, is probably the best choice of weapon, just because its damage is just head and shoulders above everything else that I have. Yeah, I can probably destroy another nest. How convenient that all these aliens are so absolutely close to hatching when I destroy the egg. Ah, whoa, hey. The camera does do some weird things in this game from time to time. I'm not a huge fan of it. So like sometimes the camera will randomly like zoom in or like zoom out. There is some utilitarian function to that in certain spots, but sometimes it just ends up messing with my camera and my field of view. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay, I guess we'll go back to the death ray then. Sir, catch this death ray. Right up the pooper. All right, so what is this? Oh, there's a ninja on the roof? I don't know. Deleted a couple more aliens on that side. I am happy to say that like the shooting and everything feel very, very satisfying in this game. They feel very, very intuitive, and they also have nice sound effects associated with them. Let's see here. Talk to Father Julian to receive his blessing. You picked up the book. What's the book? Is it important? Like, what is it? Well, I can't see the book inside my inventory, so as of right now, I don't really have too much of a clue what the book actually does. However, it's leading me back to my objective, so let me head back over there before we totally lose track of the plot, and we'll try to unlock the first safe zone. Lots of aliens over here. Let us go ahead and bequeath unto them the flames of our ire. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get frog right here. Seems like a pretty good chance. Shield guy is kind of in the way. Like, I need him to stop blocking my... I'm all out of ammo again. Hold on. Did I pick up enough ammo here to do something with it? We got specialist ammo. That'll be okay. I think that works for me. When I see minigun, I click minigun. If you make a shooter of any kind and there is no minigun in it, I am disappointed with you, and I feel like you could have done a better job. All right, minigun ready to rock. That got me a couple reloads for my rifle. Oh, there's an entire crate of reloads for my rifle. I don't know if we need it at this point, though. Like, I feel like I natively picked up enough ammo. Oh, we've got another immersion objective over here. I don't know if I'm going to pop it just yet. I may keep on cruising for a minute, but I do want to refill my med kit. Okay. There we go. Refill my med kit. Oh, there's another nest, too. God, dude, there's so many things to take care of. Does it actually mark those on the map? I never actually checked. It kind of does. But if I see this objective over here and I come back to get it, I'll see that one over there, too, so it's no biggie. All right. Pick up, like, everything you possibly can. Oh, God! Okay, yep, that's an explosive car. Apparently, the gas tank is in the front of the vehicle. That's what I learned here. Another nest. Wow. This is kind of like a really heavily infested neighborhood. All right, there's our CP right there. What do I have that I can use to make my life easier? I'll put down some defense grids over here. I do have barbed wire, so we'll try that right there. I got a feeling they're going to come from, like, every direction, and so we'll kind of just deploy that around. Maybe a little bit over here, too. Just really, really squirrel myself in. All right, capturing a point. Let's do this thing. I do need this ammo crate over here. Real fast. I'm not abandoning the point. I would like to have bullets. That truck is destructible, which worries me. But as you can see, making good use of your defenses does have an actual positive effect on the fight at large. Like, enemies are just taking damage and dying from our barbed wire on all sides. That's another good reason why I like to hoard my materials. There we go. Knock him down. I do have some minigun ammo, so we'll take care of business on this side. Redeploy that so that they can't get through. Knock out a couple of them. honestly, I think we're in okay shape. We managed to capture the objective. Score 1 for humanity. Take that, liquid monsters. That's what you get, you aqueous bastards. That's what happens. Solids for the win. So did I get any loot or anything like this? Let me look. Did they give me a convenient loot back to the quest giver? I think they did. Let me get my laser rifle out and reload it real fast. All right. Quest guy. Thanks for helping me. Would you mind mentioning to Colonel Gray that I helped you? I mean, I can, man, since you paid me. If you tried to stiff me on the tip, then probably not. But you know what? You did right by me, so I'm gonna do right by you. I'm gonna take a shotgun. Oh, that's a dub? I don't want the dub. The dub is terrible. Shotguns in this game definitely suffer from video game shotgun syndrome. What's up with the sniper rifle? I don't know if I'm down for the bolty. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced. Okay, and then Amelia wanted to know when we got the gate open, and we did get the gate open. Good. Continue your mission. You have a choice to make. There's 2 factions in this town, and they don't get along. Both can get you to the alien device, but you'll have to pick a side. Make the decision, and I'll make sure they help you out. Okay. Oh, cool. We got like a homeboy. Nice. All right, so we got to pick between the 2 factions. Those guys over there seem like they were some kind of cultist ninjas. And then these guys over here, I have no idea. So let's go meet the I have no idea guys and just see how that goes. Why did that meter pop up? Am I near an objective or something? Oh, it's probably because I'm near that thing. Okay. Did we have another path that we could travel on here? Oops, did I just take out my own teammate, or did my teammate get taken out? I think I did. I think I blew up my teammate. That's called poor friendship right there. Friends don't let friends share shrapnel. The military or the cult? Since my guy is definitely a military guy, I think I'm gonna go for the military. I just, you know, I'm not trying to end up with any kind of weird Necronomicon type problems. Like, what's the point in saving humanity if I unleash, you know, curses? I'd prefer, listen. I'm not superstitious, but I am kind of scared of curses, all right? It's not one of those things that I ever felt like was going to become relevant. We got an objective over here, too. We might as well knock it out while we're in the neighborhood. Do I have anything that I can kind of do over here to make my life easier? Well, that's not what I wanted, but it'll have to do for right now. Let's nade out that corner with gas. That'll make things a little bit simpler. All right, enemies going down. We don't really have a ton of ammo. I have a little bit, but I would like to have more. Oh, collision blocked my shot right there. There we go. Get me nice and reloaded. Drop that and pick her up. There we go. Oh, that's right. I can't fire out of my dome. Yeah, I could probably... We're going to throw a gas grenade kind of on that point. Ooh, big ol' ammo explosion. I do think the way that they've done the pickups and like the ammo and stuff like that is very satisfying to look at. How it all flows into the character with kind of like a fun jingling noise. Stuff like, oh no, when did I die? Oh no, my teammate died, dude. Oh no, it's probably been so long since I saved too. But I took advantage of dying to check. Your gun graphic does upgrade as you upgrade the gun. So it was kind of pink and primitive looking, and now it's all blue and cool looking. You guys probably spotted that when you were watching the video, but you know. I figured I would go back and confirm it real fast, since when I died, it reloaded my save before I upgraded the laser, so I had a perfect opportunity to check and see, and just be 100% conclusively sure. You do keep your weapons in between levels, in case you were wondering about that. You keep the stuff that you have on you. And so you don't have to worry about your upgrades going to waste while you're transitioning in between zones. But yeah, let's do some closing thoughts on From Space, because I think we're kind of getting towards the end of the video. And this is going to be a little bit long because I played this game in depth. so I feel like it deserves a little bit more of a critical eye since I played for like 4 hours. Graphically, I think the game looks great. The low poly style that the world is built out of guarantees that you're going to have really good frame rates, and the game also just looks really, really good in combination with the lighting effects. I'm not a big fan of the chibi character art style, but the world looks good enough that I've more or less just kind of ignored it since that's a stylistic choice, and I think that like weighing in on a subjective thing is probably not a good look. It's not for me, but other people will probably like it. I would have liked to have seen a bit more loping weight though to the characters' run animations and a bit more swinging of the arms and the hips. Since our characters are heavily armed military commandos, you know, in full rattle, I would have liked to see a little bit more kind of that Gears of War like woof, 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 you know, like that kind of loping gait to them while maintaining the same speed, but they're a little stiff while they run around. Aside from that though, everything in the game looks good. Explosions, enemies, the lighting, bosses, you name it, the events, everything is very tasteful, and the game looks very, very nice to the eye. The guns were all reasonably satisfying to use. The sound effects vary from okay to great depending on what weapon you're using. Some things like the pistol I think could use a little bit more clack, but things like the laser and the rocket launcher felt really, really good. Hit detection was solid. I didn't have any problems there, and all the weapons felt like they actually hurt the enemy visually with feedback from the hit markers when you connect. And so that's good as well. As far as I can tell, there's been 10 or 12 weapons I've seen so far in my 3 or 4 hours with the game. So there is variety in the weapons, and all of those can be upgraded 3 separate times. I would like to see a stash system added, or maybe there already is one and I didn't get to it yet, for storing extra perks that you loot and upgraded weapons. Since investing huge amounts of goo in weapons can be pricey enough that you're probably not going to want to throw away an upgraded weapon in order to pick up another one and try it out. But your inventory and your weapon selection list does get larger as your character levels up, so maybe that's how they did it. When you level one class, all of your classes level up, and so you only need to farm XP on one guy. All of them level up whenever that one guy levels up. And so all you'll really need to do is farm out weapons for the new character when you decide to swap classes, and I think that's like a good thing. The ability to salvage guns and items for goo when you can't hold them would be really nice on the spot, but that could probably be used for trolling in online play unless they instance the drops, which I can't comment on since like womp womp womp, nobody to play with, and the game isn't out yet even if there was public lobbies available. But on public lobbies front, they got to get on top of that. This game needs public drop-in, drop-out lobbies. I'd have liked to have seen a tad more character customization, or at least gun customization. Either or I think would do, but I do get the feeling that the game needs like one extra layer of upgrading and depth in order to make it like really action RPG farmable and repeatable. I'd lean towards gun perks so that every time you upgrade your gun, it gets another slot where you can put a perk, and then you can like put that perk in there and upgrade that perk on top of upgrading the gun to make it do fun things like arc lightning around when bullets hit, or randomly summon artillery strikes, or you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Use your imagination, but this seems to be a game that thrives on spectacle, so ramp that up to 11, play to your strong front. 2 points of interest, though, that may dissuade potential buyers, things that I thought were bad. There are a lot of escort missions in this game. In fact, I'd say that the game over-relies on escort missions, which wouldn't be so bad if the AI wasn't brain dead. The AI is really dumb in this game and has no self-preservation, even if they're armed, and that means you're going to spend a lot of time rezzing the AI when they get hit by easily telegraphed attacks. If they're not going to make the AI smarter, I would appreciate larger HP pools just to space out the amount of rezzing I have to do, because, man, the escort missions are very prominent in this game. So if escort missions tilt you, this may not be the right game for you. The other is that the game uses a lot of Z-level design, so the buildings frequently have multiple stories, and that's all and good and well, that's fine, I like it, except that because there's so many multi-level complexes, fights tend to happen on stairs, and on stairs the aiming system can kind of fall apart since your character doesn't auto-angle their gun with the incline that you're standing on every single time, which means that you can vent entire magazines into the ground even though the enemy is like 3 feet in front of you on the stairs. And so anyways, that also needs to be fixed. Those two last things and no public lobbies I think are going to be the real hobbling malices that hold this game back. But they do have very solid core gameplay fundamentals on the mechanical front. So I think a little bit of spit, a little bit of polish, public lobbies, another layer of upgrade depth or two for the player character, and I think they'd be in a really, really solid spot to join the ranks of like Helldivers, Left 4 Dead, all those other co-op shooters, looters, and almost an action RPG, but not quite games that exist out there. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had From Space, which I'm largely positive on. Tomorrow we'll have something else. Thank you for stopping on in, and that's all I've got for you. Bye, everybody.